that you want, for all that you believe. It's right to fight for what we want, to live the way we please. As long as we have done our best, then no one can do more. And life
and happiness are well worth fighting for. Hello!
Hello.
Hello.
Wow, that wasn't rehearsed at all.
And
Hey.
you can tell.
Yeah, hello everyone. Welcome to the Flash and Bloke podcast. I'm Siobhan, and with me, my immediate right, Eddie.
Good evening.
Hello. We'll pass the thing along. And all the way over there is Brian. Sound
Hello.
doesn't carry from where he lives, which is only right and proper. Yeah. How's your week been? Stormy by any chance? Has been over here in the UK.
Yeah, no, not so much here.
No.
No.
Is it Storm
actually
Dennis?
kinda nice.
Yeah,
Right,
Storm Dennis. The trouble is,
Dennis.
Dennis. It's a character out of The Goes Wrong, the Mischief Theatre. Which I recommend if you've got access to iPlayer, folks. Look for The Goes Wrong show. It's course acting.
Oh, it's really good.
Course acting
it's-
at its best.
oh. The courtroom one, the courtroom drama one, where they get the dimensions of the set wrong. That's one of the funniest things. Sorry, watch it, please.
Yeah, you need to watch these shows. It's basically everything. Obviously, is supposed to go wrong, but it's the skill with which it does. How they didn't hurt themselves is anybody's guess. Also, keep an eye open. It might be on iPlayer, I don't know, but Peter Pan Goes Wrong. The pantomime of Peter Pan. They showed it 2 or 3 Christmases ago. It's worth a view. It really is. But of course, Dennis is one of the characters from that. So every time somebody says Storm Dennis, I just start to laugh.
See, over here it's Dennis the Menace.
Yeah, I'm trying to work out who had Dennis the Menace first. Us or
First.
you?
It's got to be us.
Well, it was the
Dennis the
Beano,
Menace.
wasn't it?
Yeah, not the one with Mr. Wilson. It's got to be us. Dennis and Canasher and Walter the Softie.
Yeah. So whereas their Dennis the Menace is a little blonde-haired kid. Because
With
America. With freckles.
Have to have the freckles.
Gotta have the freckles. Oh, lovely. That's the Milky Bars are on me. Yeah. So, that was the week that was. That's the recommendation to watch. Now, I'm going to do a really stupid thing. It's one of my legendary screen wipes. Are you ready? Are you ready? Now, from the world of BBC Television's Doctor Who, it's Doctor Who. The first, as we know it, Mrs. Doctor Who and her plucky girl companions, Ryan, Yaz and Graham. I was gonna spoonerise those so badly. Turn up at this house where all sorts of gothic-y things are happening. It's a terrible thing. It's the haunting of the Villa Diodati.
I know you hear that shit.
Crickets.
That was my
Yeah.
special sound effect for tonight. What did you think? Good, I'm glad you really appreciated that. Thanks, guys. Cheers.
I must have missed it. I didn't hear anything.
It's on the Twitch stream, that's my love.
Oh, right, okay.
I'll put subtitles up, Siobhan plays thunder. Oh, dear. So, right, okay, right. So...
Just remember, don't snog Byron.
Yes, you're obsessing slightly about that. I'm wondering
I
why.
just
Is there
think
something you want
that-
to tell us?
Well, you know.
You can talk to Auntie afterwards, love. Anyway, very important night. Very important night, for tonight the seeds of Frankenstein were sown. Mary Shelley's famous Frankenstein or modern Prometheus. Because Shelley, Byron, and Mary Shelley, so Percy is her husband, they challenged each other to write ghost stories. We got Mad, Bad and Dangerous to know Byron, all in one fell swoop, unlike Managra. That is a great Doctor Who missing adventure, by the way, folks. Go and see Managra. Why can I hear myself back? Anybody got me on speakers?
No.
Nope.
That's weird. I can hear myself back. I don't like it. I don't I don't have too much to say about this, except I bloody enjoyed it. I honestly thought when it started out it was going to be more of a comedy than anything else, with all the stuff. It seemed like it. Hello, Christian. We don't know what the echo is. Sorry about that. We've no idea how it's coming through like that. So, yeah, and I do feel sorry for Graham. Did he actually get to go to the toilet at any stage during the adventure?
I'm pretty sure when he saw the Doctor walk through the wall, he did go to the bathroom.
Right then, go for it, boys.
For me, right, I think this is quite telling that it's the setup for the final 2 episodes. So obviously it was kind of studio bound. It was low budget. I think they used Scotland as the location because that looked very much like Loch Lomond. If I could be wrong. And they mentioned about it was during the year without a summer, so it was definitely Scotland. It had to be Scotland. Only Scotland can do that. It must have been. So as a bit of patriotic Scot, I was like, yep. So they're filming in Scotland now. I wish I'd known that. Now they're going to see Jodie and the gang. It really creepy, and a bit like yourself. I thought it was going to be quite light-hearted because usually that's the case. Then we go into the meat and bones for the final 2 episodes in the season, but it wasn't. And it was the whole ghostly apparitions, and then we find the house that won't let them go away. It's a good little ghost story. Not a lot in terms of plot development, but it was there to fulfil its need, and I think it did. In terms of, we've got the whole thing. We were introduced to the lone Cyberman. We knew what Jack was warning against not to be given, and I'll let you guys go on about the whole episode, because I don't. Again, has everybody that's on the chat watched this? Can we assume? Because I don't know.
I think so. I think we just got Nessie and Christian. I don't know. Hello, by the way, the chat. Yeah, sorry about the echo. I think I've managed to fix it. We'll have to wait and see. That was one thing I did like. When the Lone Cyberman turned up, instead of it coming to them 10 minutes later, hang on a second, do you remember? It was straight there, bang. It's the Lone Cyberman, bang. You know, it wasn't just a bad wolf. Where have I seen that before? You know, it was straight there. I liked that. I thought the skeleton hands were nice.
Yeah,
they could have done more with the skeleton hands.
This could have been a film very easily. That could have run a lot longer, but not. It didn't suffer for not running like that. That long, should I say? It was highly enjoyable at the length it was, but it could easily have been a film and have a lot more thrown in. But they got it right. I do think they got it right obviously for what it was.
Yeah, I thought it was spot on. It was even going, if you think back to the start where the Doctor tries to use the psychic paper and it doesn't work, and that's because the whole house is a perception filter. It's all being manipulated, so it doesn't work. I thought it was really good. It didn't try to do anything too clever. It didn't try to go into anything too heavy. It was just there to fulfil its need to set up the final 2 episodes, tie in a couple of threads, throw in a bit of a good old-fashioned ghostly Doctor Who. No, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good.
Yep. Brian?
Yeah, no, it was really good. I like the fact that the Doctor smacked down Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
When he said, "Well, why don't we just let him die?" He's one person versus a billion.
It's a good way of restating the rules.
Mm-hmm. I did like how the lone Cyberman kind of brought on the imagery of Frankenstein.
Yeah.
That was nice. I don't know. It could have been more.
You
It could
think?
have done more.
You see,
I
you're
wanted to see more.
constantly. We were just talking before. You were still going on about how you wanted the meta plot all the time. You
Well, not all
want
the time,
loud
but
explosions and this, that, and the other the whole time. You need time to breathe.
I know. I always want more, better.
Louder,
want them-
bangier.
I know. I keep pushing the bar.
Mm.
But I liked how Byron was hitting on the doctor. That was
Mrs.
kind of
Doctor.
interesting.
That was a first, I've got to admit. Mrs. Doctor.
Mrs. Doctor.
Yeah, Mrs. Doctor. That's cool. Oh dear.
I also like how Byron's little squeeze there just smacked him down and left him.
Damn right. He was a scoundrel, was Byron.
Oh yeah.
Dear me. Yeah.
But this will give a lot of kids a lot of nightmares tonight.
Oh, I hope so.
Oh, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Good old-fashioned Doctor Who. It's been missing for a while.
Yeah, no, that was. Yeah, I used to love being terrified when I was little.
Yeah.
I'm hoping there are many kids watching from behind the sofa tonight.
Yeah, I hope so. It certainly deserved it, quite frankly. So, we got any in-depth thoughts about it, or is that going to be it'll percolate in my head for another week?
The only thing I can think of is that. So, what else is hiding in that house? That's maybe the perception filter was hiding, and will we see more? We'll find out more. Will they go back to that period? I've got this theory that they maybe go back to previous episodes as part of the final two. Could be wrong.
Oh, that's interesting. Interesting theory. You heard it here first.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm echoing
the
again.
fact
So's
that Graham
Brian.
actually saw real ghosts. That was nice. That was interesting.
Well, were they?
Ooh. Also, that they actually did reference 1816 as being the year without a summer, which is an actual historical fact.
Or Scotland, as we've already established.
Scotland.
Or Scotland.
Yeah.
Pick a year. But
1816 could have been the last year that Scotland actually had a summer. It could be the flip for this.
But that's an actual weather thing that happened in 1816.
She's doing her Jedi mind tricks again. No, she didn't wipe Shelley's memory of seeing his death.
Yes, that's a very good point. So why didn't she just do that then? I mean, she's done it before. So that's a good point.
Well, we'd have to look up. I mean, historically, Shelley did was it his laudanum or opium, one or the other. Or absinthe, of course, the real stuff. Is it recorded that he once thought he saw his own death? Did he ever say that? The historical figure, I mean. Because that might tie in as to why she didn't wipe his memory.
Yeah, so the Doctor's responsible.
It could be a bit more subtle than because we haven't got the knowledge of it. They might just be tying up the loose ends there a little bit. I have to look into that, I think. What do you think in chat? Yeah, that means working, people. Come on.
Come on. Use your words.
Yep. You has words. You've been given the gift of words and opposable thumbs. Come on. Use them. Well, I'm terrified. If one of my cats ever gets thumbs, I'm screwed. He's already using his paws to reach stuff, to do this, to do that. If he ever got a thumb, I'm dead.
Well, that's the only reason cats keep us around.
I think you could be right there, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Damn straight. I love models.
I mean, we do everything else for them. I mean, we shovel their litter boxes and everything.
I won't say what I was going to say.
He's around you. He's plotting.
No, they're all asleep at the moment. Neddy is behind me. Hang on a second. I'm just trying to work it out. I think you can just see a ginger thing there at the end of my finger. I think that's Neddy. I don't know. It could just be a jumper. I got my big baggy red jumper that I love to wear. It's really good.
Do you think You think the Cyberium and this whole cyber data source is going to take us right back to the beginning, though?
Right back to the beginning of what?
Spyfall. So the whole thing around Spyfall with this whole data source was that the Cyberium? Is this whole year been around setting up the return of the cyber race or the resurgence of the cyber race?
I don't know.
I think this is actually a small part of it.
Personally, I don't think it's going to connect. I think that might be a loop too far.
This is going to be the thing for this season.
Still want to know how they're going to top it next year.
And everything, I think that's going to happen next year.
Well, okay, close your ears, people. I'm going to reveal the titles, if you don't already know them, the last 2 episodes of this series. Okay, so shut your ears. Big spoiler coming up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ascension of the Cyberman is next week. Cybermen, sorry, is next week. And the last episode's called The Timeless Children.
Ooh.
Where some, but not all, will be explained. Remember, they've got at least 1 more year left. Which reminds me, fandom, need to take you to task again. Oh
dear, I'm going to turn this down. Volume control.
Hey, let me get comfortable.
Yeah, I gave you no pre-warning of this one.
Nope.
At Gallifrey, the convention this weekend, it seems that it's been confirmed that Doctor Who won't be back until the autumn of next year. 18 months is too long to wait, eh, Brian? Then we get the entitled tweets. Why is it taking so long? We deserve more Doctor Who, blah, 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 blah. Not realising that when they made Doctor Who back in 2005, that's actually quite a long time ago in television years. And it takes longer to do things now. It's more complicated than it was back then. Also, they don't have the money that you think they might have. They don't. It's just you can do more with less nowadays. Give them a break, for Christ's sakes. They work on this show, what, 9-10 months of a year? Just cut them some slack. We are not entitled to new Doctor Who. All right? Don't start crowing about it. Just think, yay, we're going to have some. That's cool. That's all you need to do. Right, rant over.
That was well controlled.
Thank you very much. I thought so.
Yeah, that was a lot more restrained than we're used to.
I'm a little bit more passionate about the climate than I am Doctor Who fans. Oh dear. Yeah, okay.
So we're getting some new Doctor Who. We're not talking about waiting 15 years. It's 18 months.
Yep, no, 18 months. Plus we've got whatever the special is, whether it's Christmas or New Year.
Well, look at what we've got. So we waited 18 months for this season, and look how so much better it is for the wait.
Exactly.
So I'll wait. Yeah.
All right, we're waiting for Series 11 as well, but it's funny how Series 11s have not been the best. Interesting. I wonder if that's a thing. Thank you, Christian. Okay, right. So we also did Doing of Listening, so you don't have to. We listened to Purgatory 12. Is that right?
It is indeed.
Yeah, I got it right. Yay me. It's the first adventure of the first of the 2 box sets for Tom Baker. Set in E-Space, Series 18, with Matthew Waterhouse and Lalla Ward, Romana and K9. No, hang on a second. K9 is there, but no, we're Adric. Which led me to having to type, is this your first experience of Adric? To someone. Brian. Not a sentence I ever thought I'd have to type. It's written by Mark Platt. And basically it's set just after State of Decay, I think, and Adric's trying to work out how he fits into the TARDIS team. He's got no ties to these guys. You got to remember that back then. So when he decides to bugger off, he wants off, you can understand it. There's these 2 mysterious people who seem to look down on him, and the Doctor just thinks sod it and kicks him off anyway. planning to go back a little later.
Andy's grieving the death of his brother. I mean,
Yes, and the whole thing about
Yeah.
Varsh, that wasn't really looked at.
no.
And so it was nice for that to be addressed. They land on an asteroid, well, seemingly an asteroid, in E-space, which I think they actually explain why the universe is green. I can't remember what the explanation was. And they encounter a colony there, Purgatory 12. However, they keep seeing people made of rust. K9 gets a friend, which was nice, except we haven't got K9 Mark II here. We got K9 Mark IV. Too much emotion. Sorry, that's not the Mark II K9 I remember. Sorry. And I've moaned about that before, I'm sure I have. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. Going back to the Haunting of Villa Diodati. That was a bad Thunder impersonation. They've started to give Cybermen servo noises now. I hate them on the Daleks. Why give them to the Cybermen? They're meant to be silent killers, not stomping around everywhere with servos. Anyway, sorry, I digress.
Iron Man.
Yeah, they are trying to be Iron Man now, and
Yeah.
they were more like vampires than they were. Anyway, yes, what do we think, boys and girls?
Oh, I'm going to disagree a little bit. I thought Leeson was the best thing in this. I really liked the whole thing. Just
Yeah,
K9 looking for a friend.
I love the storyline. It's just that it's a modern K9 rather than the 1980 K9.
I think he stole every scene that was featured in, and without spoiling it for people, the scenes at the end, I thought I was really quite hard tuggy. Leeson's really a great actor.
Oh, God,
And
yes.
so I thought he was great. Adric exploring the whole thing around him grieving for his brother, and he's a bit of a temperamental teen, and how that's the whole exploration about how he's going to fit in with the team and feeling a little bit was great. But Matthew Waterhouse's voice, I just couldn't get past that. It's his voice.
His voice doesn't have the teen aspect anymore.
It doesn't sound like a child's voice anymore.
That's understandable, really, when you think about it.
Yeah.
They're doing the best they can. Yeah, I found this one just gentle going, to be honest. I didn't realise it was 4 parts. I thought it was just going to be 2. But no, it's 4-parters.
Well, Layla Ward's voice hasn't
Lala.
changed one bit.
Oh yeah.
Lala. Sorry.
Yes.
Her voice hasn't changed at all.
Lala.
Yeah.
She will be mine.
Right there with you. Just a minute. Okay, I'm back.
Pervert.
Usually.
Thank God we're not talking about Picard this week.
Did you know 7 and 9 finally showed up?
Yes, love, I did.
About freaking time.
Yeah, I was waiting for that. Oh, God almighty.
About time, and then it was just a case. No, finished. Finito. End titles. Wrong.
You owe me a ship, Picard.
Wrong.
And then collapse.
Yeah.
Credits. What? What?
Mind you, it makes sense with the storyline to have her in there, to be fair.
But Lala. Oh yeah.
Meanwhile, talking about Lala Ward.
Lala's voice is just. You took you right straight back. No change there at all.
Tom was too cheerful for the Series 18 Doctor, I thought.
He was actually very, very paternal from what I heard of him.
Well, when they sort it out, Adric works a lot better. Yeah, Adric works a lot better with Tom. Poor Matthew Waterhouse didn't stand a chance with Tom, to be fairly obvious. But the characters, if you look at the relationship between the 4th Doctor and Adric, and then the 5th Doctor and Adric had the Doctor to himself, and the Doctor indulged his curiosity and his need to learn, which was great. Then Davison turns up. Suddenly this authority figure has become a lot younger, and he's also surrounded with Tegan and Nyssa, and he's pushed out. And you can see why the character would go the way he went. Your door's doing a thing.
It's haunted.
You have a haunted door.
It's the dog.
Hey, we
Come
demand to see the dog.
Come on. Up. There we go.
Yay! Our beautiful dog. Does she like socks?
It's a doggy.
There's Harvey. You saying hello, Harvey?
Harvey, do you like socks?
Oh, he does. He's looking now. He's looking round.
Hello, Harvey. Harvey. Hello.
Hello,
The
Harvey.
podcast has completely gone now, hasn't it?
Right, down you go.
I know why the dog's here. The dog is just to stop me from saying that I understand now why the dinosaurs had to die.
Yeah, well, Adric had his purpose. I just thought that the way that Tom treats him as well, it's great. It's good parenting. The whole thing around, you want to go? On you go. Just go. Let's let your kids refusing to come out of the supermarket. It was like, I'm going without you. I'm going. And then the kid coming after you. It's like, we'll just leave him on the asteroid for 15 minutes. He'll calm down. He'll have his... Yeah, I can. He's more parental figure than Davison was.
Twitch, can you possibly give me the number of Scotland's Child Services, please? Just thought I'd ask.
I still do it with my kids. One's 19, the other one's 21. It works.
Oh dear, one day they'll be doing it to you, love.
Oh,
Mine's 23, and I'm lucky to hear from him.
By the way, chat, wish Eddie a happy birthday, please. If you wouldn't mind.
Thank you very much.
Yes, it's his birthday. He's young.
49's not young.
Fuck off. Bastard. I'm so old.
I still love it. I'm the baby of the show. This never happens.
I grow old, I shall wear the bottoms of my trousers rolled. Anyway, that sort of sums it up, really. The overall views of that, guys.
I enjoyed it. It was very, like you said, nice little story,
Yeah.
self-contained.
Yeah.
But
Good
I
story.
preferred last week's. I preferred I preferred the Seventh Doctor's Adventures, and I want more of them.
More of them. I think I can possibly arrange that.
I like the Dark Universe stuff. That was really nice.
Well, we'll talk about
11
Dark
is
Universe
a
next week.
frickin' Trip.
Okay. We'll talk about it next week. I've forgotten we watched that by accident. Oh, well, hang on a moment. We talked about it last week, didn't we?
We did it. I didn't know what you say. We watched it. We talked about it quite a bit last week.
I don't know nothing.
I can't remember. Oh, Jesus. They all blur into one. Seriously. It's I don't know.
But I think
Kill
for
me
this one, the Space Trilogy, what we didn't see in TV was Adric took up cigarettes. His voice got gruffer. He obviously then, by the time he got into Davidson, he got off the cigs, used the tablets, used the patches,
It's uncanny. Eddie always manages to start talking just as the music volume level goes up. We will never know what it was he was talking about. Adric and cigarettes, apparently.
cut off in my prime again.
Yeah. I should give you some sort of big signal or something. You know, look, this is happening.
If only someone would put, like, the Windows Media Player over all our faces and hit the button.
I was very, very good about that. I actually took it back down whilst the music was low so that they could see your gorgeous visages. Yes, so anyway, things coming up. All right. Next week, obviously, we'll be looking at Ascension of the Cybermen. And I'm not sure. There will be an audio. No, actually, there won't be. There's going to be Sapphire and Steel episode 1. Assignment 1. Brian's going to watch it during the week. Have you seen Sapphire and Steel before?
Not that I'm aware of.
Oh, good. And I can announce we're going to be doing some more stuff. When we get to the last 2 episodes of Sapphire and Steel, we're going to be doing a live reaction one Sunday night. The link will be put up so you can watch it at the same time that we watch it. and we'll sit here and watch those last 2 episodes together. And also, once Doctor Who finishes, in a couple of weeks, we're going to start looking at Blake 7. Something Brian doesn't really know much about, though he does know how it ends, which saddens me greatly. That was going to be another live reaction video, but it didn't happen. We'll sort something out. We might do a live reaction to the series finales of each of Blake 7's things. I want to start doing a few live reactions. It could be quite funny. So, yeah. Sapphire and Steel and Ascension of the Cybermen next week. Guys, any thoughts, any views, anything you want to say?
Well, for Sapphire and Steel, Brian, get yourself ready. Have you ever seen the Paranormal Activity pictures? Where it's like quiet, and then the jump scare? Yeah. Well, yeah. Sapphire and Steel is quiet, for about 6 episodes, and then the jump scare. So you'll love it. You'll absolutely love it.
Nice.
They turn padding into an art form.
There's a document on YouTube where the creators talk about it, and I'll watch that. That's a good watch it once you've seen Assignment 1, because it explains it all. It really does.
All right.
No, it doesn't. Let's face facts.
Well, it doesn't explain what it is, but it explains why it's so slow. We've been saying that things need more time to breathe, Brian. Oh, this gives it time to breathe, and then some.
But the
way I see it, Picard is dialed all the way to one side. This Doctor Who is dialed all the way to the other. Somehow, there's got to be a middle somewhere.
Basically, there's a load of padding, but the padding has you on the edge of your seat.
Oh yes, it's well done. It's really creepy.
It is good. You're not going to know whether something's going to happen or not. I mean, he was kidding about the jump scare being 6 episodes in. It's scary. It is scary all the way through. Look, it was either that or Dark Shadows. All right. That's it. I think. Is that it for us?
Yes, indeed.
Guys, there's a little button down the bottom on the Twitch page which has a donate thing. If you want to donate towards us, we'd be grateful. Thank you. It'll help keep things going. Yeah, I really should promote that more, and I am always too embarrassed to do it. Anyway, yes, that's it. Say goodbye, gentlemen. This is the Talking Windows Media Player screen. It's going to say goodbye to you now in 2 different voices.
Goodbye, gentlemen.
Goodbye to you now, gentlemen.
Yeah, thank God it's only once a week.
You've got to fight for what you want, for all that you believe. It's right to fight for what we want, to live the way we please. As long as we have done our best, then no one can do more. And life and love and happiness are well worth fighting for. They're well worth fighting for.
Just to let you know, folks, that all the Sapphire and Steel assignments, whilst available on DVD, can be seen sneakily on YouTube. So if you want to catch up, Assignment 1 is on there. Go and have a watch.